Hi, it's Steph, and this is another of my mixed media portrait videos. Um, for this particular one, you may have done loads of portraits. I just thought for this one I would give self-portrait a go. Done quite a few of them in the past, not done one for a while. They're always an interesting little challenge. I will let you be the judge of whether this looks anything like this. And I wanted to sort of run through my process for putting this together, and then after I've done that, I have filmed me doing this from start to finish, so you will get to see that kind of all sped up. So initially I'll start with the collage aspect of this, and I have been working in this way for a good few years now, and I suppose the collage part of this, I need that to work on a few different levels. Initially, the initial purpose of it, and it kind of gets rid of that scary white piece of paper, which I personally have a bit of a problem with. So if I can get rid of that big white empty space as quickly as possible, it enables me to get into the work a lot easier. I do also want it to work visually as well. So I do spend a little bit of time planning where things go. I like random and I like happy accident, but I do think about these a little bit. And the other really nice thing with adding the bits of collage is, depending on who my subject is, I can personalize these quite nicely with the things that I use. And as this is me, I had quite a nice time yesterday rummaging through a lot of the stuff that I've got, and finding bits and pieces that relate to me. So I think the bulk of this collage has come out of Alice in Wonderland books, because anybody that knows me knows that I do have a little bit of an obsession with Alice in Wonderland. So there's a lot of book pages from Alice. There's a little poem in here, which years and years ago I spent a few years doing a outdoor theatre production of Alice in Wonderland. So boy, God, I used to be able to recite this poem in my sleep. I said it that many times. Some of these books as well have got really lovely illustrations in, which initially I never used to use when I was working in this way, because I used to think that they sort of interfered with the actual portrait. I have used a little image down here, and I have purposely stuck it out the way so that I didn't want it kind of in here. And apart from the Alice bits, I found a few sort of old music sheet books that I've got some lovely little text. Going back to the Alice bit, I found this lovely little chessboard. I love a game of chess. I'm a bit of a whiz at chess, so if anybody fancies a game. And then finally, there's a little kind of scrap of paper down here. And I've been desperate to use bits of this for a long time and find a particular use for it. There's a lovely old lady that I used to teach years ago, and if ever she couldn't make an art class, she would send me sort of lovely handwritten letters explaining why she couldn't come, bless her. And she loved collage, and I've been desperate to use some of her letters in my collage. So this is a little bit of the end of one of her letters, and it just says that says I shall join collage when I'm able to, it's just really nice for me to actually use something like that. So I did spend quite a bit of time putting this collage together. The little kind of strips of brown tissue I also like to use old dressmaking patterns as well, predominantly for the colour. I love the fact that it tints the pages and the collage, and it fits quite nicely with portraits. So you will get to see me fiddling about with all of these lovely sort of collage bits, and you'll notice that, you know, I do change my mind. I'll position things, and I will change my mind, which I do an awful lot. And then sometimes I'll decide where something goes, I'll remove it, glue it, and then I'll forget where it goes, and it just changes all the time, but I don't mind that too much. I think also as well, I do like to leave a few kind of empty spaces as well, just because I think visually that works well also. So that is the collage bit. As for the actual portrait itself, mainly done just with an ordinary biro, and you know, I've spoken about drawing with biro and how scary that can be, because you can't alter any of your mistakes. But again, in a bizarre kind of way, because I know that all the marks I make are going to stay there, it gets me to concentrate a lot more. I get quite lazy when I've got a pencil. So you will notice that I do measure a lot initially. So I will be making little marks on here. I did work from photograph, just because I find it easier to do the measuring. I mean, obviously, you know, this is me, so just knocking the tripod. So you know, I am kind of here. I can look in the mirror, and I can sort of see if anything looks wrong. But generally, I tend to prefer working from photographs. And I have added bits of acrylic on here also. Somebody asked me about the acrylic not that long ago, whether I use it neat. I do, but there are places where I have diluted it a little bit with water, and I think by diluting it, it makes it a little bit more see-through, which, because sometimes I don't really want to block out all of the text or collage that's underneath, so I've kind of mixed that up. Sometimes I have just dipped my brush into a big bottle of acrylic. Sometimes I have diluted it. I do also use, can't find it right now, I've got a really lovely white ink pen as well, so if there's any little fiddly bits, strands of hair, that kind of thing, that comes in quite handy. And I think the only other thing that I'll say about this is hindsight is a lovely thing. If I'd have known that I was gonna spend about 4 hours doing this, I would have worn a much simpler necklace than that insane thing, which took me blooming ages to draw that. And I had a cardigan on that had all kind of little holes in it, and boy, yeah, really fiddly. But hey ho. So that is basically my process for putting those together. So I'll now stop talking, and I'll let you watch me drawing me. Enjoy. See you soon.
You're only one. You choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be gone. Feel like feel like that. Feel like, feel like, feel like that. Feel like that, your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that, your arms and stay with me, baby. Feel like that, your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that, your arms and stay with me, baby. Drawing aside, I can't wait to start. You should call the police. Now I even can breathe. You love me and hate me, true me and false me, make me your shining star. Giving, receiving, changing, believing, only then we could start. Feel like, feel like.